Alright, back again in Path of Exiles. This is just an update video of my progress, or I should dare say lack of progress made. Let's go and log in real quick. So as you can see, my first video I was going over my Necromancer pet build witch here, and then I just recently wiped with my second attempt to beat the 10x in hardcore mode with my Marauder. I did not even get as close, well, kind of close. So level 31, and I got put on the standard league, so let's go ahead and load up. I'll talk about it. I want to make these videos to just kind of keep myself accountable, and hopefully if I go back and look at what I did back then, it'll help me forge a new path moving forward. Again, my game goal in this game, Path of Exiles, is really simple. I believe there's 10 acts, like chapters if you want to think about it that way, in the single player campaign, and I don't know how long it takes or what level it takes you to, but essentially my goal is just to beat all 10 acts. Therefore, being able to unlock the true end game and do that if I choose to. And I am stuck on Act 3, so I still got a long ways to go. So here's my character. I decided to try something different compared to my last pet build. I want to do something more melee focused, something where I have to rely on my pets, because I think I was just a little too reliant and essentially I was just being lazy, letting my minions do everything. So in my head, I thought, oh, okay, if I, have to, do everything myself, I'll be more alert, more attentive, and therefore I'll do better. And for the most part, that was true until I got wrecked. So let's see real quick. So my passive tree is here. I know it looks like just a bunch of dots. I'm not gonna go over everything. That's a whole other like 1 hour video right there. As you can see, it's just really complex. But essentially, what I did and what I think my issue was I did my build a little bit differently. On this character, what I went ahead and did was just concentrate more on the defensive abilities, health, leeching life when hitting an enemy, physical resistance, elemental resistance, pretty much anything that would keep me alive. Because again, on hardcore mode, you die once, you can't play on that server anymore, and you get pushed to standard. So I thought to myself, well, if I just beef up my character, then I probably will have less risk of dying. And for the most part, it's true. I think what I've learned though, as right before I wiped, was I might have spent too much time and energy building up my defenses and not really spreading it out to my offense. And the reason why I say that is because I noticed things were taking a little longer, sometimes a lot longer, to die when compared to my pet build. But I didn't think much of it, and so in these kind of games, there's a philosophy that says, the faster you kill something, then the better defense you have, because they won't be alive to hit you. So I think what I need to do for my next go around is find that perfect balance, some way, somehow, where I have a good amount of tankiness, but still have a lot of offensive power to take down my enemies. And so yeah, I mean, like I said, I'm still pretty happy with this. I'm probably gonna take a day or two off from playing this game, let the salt subside from my loss. Let's go to my last area where I was here. Again, I'm over leveled by at least 6 levels in this area, and I'm still getting wrecked. And it happened almost the exact same way as my pet build, where I was doing just fine, and then all of a sudden I ran into a clump of enemies. I probably opened a chest that spawned a lot of the harder ones. Typical stuff that you see and do anyways. And of course, I just got owned. I think the biggest contributing factor, if I had to be honest with myself, is I really wasn't paying as much attention as I should have. This happened, just yesterday. I was in a PlayStation chat, talking to some buddies, we're laughing, having fun, all that good stuff, and sure enough, man, I had to catch myself from shouting obscenities right as I died. So I think I was just a little too involved in the conversation. I mean, I was still looking at the screen and still doing what I could to survive, but something must have happened within a split second that I didn't catch. And by the time I knew it, my health was halfway. Before I could even heal myself, it was already good night. So, lesson I've learned is I got to pay a lot more closer attention. Got to make sure that when I have a session and play Path of Exiles, I'm focused on the game and nothing else. Because again, I really want to get to the last act and complete it. I don't know when the Metamorphis League will expire, so hopefully I have enough time to reach those goals. but honestly, I guess my first goal should be to surpass my highest, which is I believe 37, which was my pet build. So I don't know exactly what build, what character, what skills I'll use for my third go around. I might go back and redo this one. I liked it. I might even do a pet build, or I might even take the opportunity to do something completely different. So after after a day or two, I'll decide on that. But I'm gonna go ahead and clear the map. I'm gonna showcase my skills here real quick. So square, this is gonna be my main defensive attack. What you just saw there, it doesn't look special, just a little whack. But as I connect, it's going to give me an aura, which is going to increase the percentage of damage decrease that I get that I take in. So essentially, that's going to make me tanky. So I usually will throw this into my rotation, make sure that I have that up. And then my triangle, my mobility move, it's just a leap smash, pretty typical if you played games like this. Helps me get around, helps me evade, and gives me some AoE as an engagement attack. My X is my main spammable. You can see here, let's go out here, see there. So I hit the ground, it shoots up these really badass spikes, and it is a conal AoE in front of me. My circle I cannot use at the time being. It's an actual, I guess the best way I can say is it's a powered up version of that. I have a special crystal. Let's see if I can just find it actually. It's a mechanic. I don't know if it's just a mechanic to this current league or what, but here it is. So here's the ground slam, the move I just showed, and as you can see, if you look on the bottom, it says it's corrupted in red. So this is a Val ground slam, and Val, again, I don't know the mechanics quite yet, but you'll sometimes come across some of these corrupted skills, and essentially what they do is they allow you to equip the default skill, and there's a boosted version. And the way the boosted version works is, and I can't use it right now unfortunately because I don't have enough charges. As I'm fighting enemies, my circle gauge will slowly build a charge, and then I believe for me I have 3 charges. So once I bank a charge, I can press circle and release the modified version of this attack. So while I'm playing, I'll let people know, hey, I'm going to press it so you can see what it looks like. Essentially, it looks almost exactly the same, except it's going to be a full 360 circle around me and deal a lot more damage. So the reason why I have that is as I'm spamming this and that loads up, I press circle, and pretty much doing a lot of AoE damage as best as possible. So that's my main bar, if you want to call it that. My buff bar here, so whenever I do this, that is pretty much a heal over time. I'm going to regenerate health. Here's my war banner. This is just a passive buff that as I have this on my back, as I'm smashing enemies, it's going to give me percentages to my attack speed, things like that. I can actually put it on the ground like that as well, and while it's on the ground you can kind of see this black circle. If I'm in the circle, it's going to modify those bonuses even more, so that's really neat. I like to throw that down when I know I'm going up to a hard boss fight or something, or I run into a big pack. I didn't get a chance to do it last time because I just died so quick. Other than that, I don't have anything else in this bar. So again, those are essentially the skills that I'm using. I'm not trying to complicate my skills and my builds. I want to take it simple. And so let's go ahead and do a map clear here, just to kind of give an idea. And maybe, so you can see here, they're not dying quickly. And that's what I was talking about earlier when I said that I maybe put too many points into defense and maybe not enough in offense. But as you can see, my health isn't even going down. My skill trees, my points that I put, really simple. Every time I hit an enemy, whether it be AoE or single target, I leech life, meaning that I regain health by a small percentage. So even if I'm getting attacked, all I gotta do is do offense and I heal myself. So that was my game plan, and it was working out really good. Again, I'm not sure what happened. I think I just got overwhelmed and I did not react fast enough to get in a safe spot. It was very similar to the first time I died, where I got a cluster of enemies surrounding me, and I didn't get a chance to leap jump away. So now that I'm making this recording, oh, I'm sorry, I should have said that I pressed circle there. So let's get another charge, and I'll show please that. I really like the Valkyrie system. Again, I don't know if this is just a standard part of the game or if this is specific to the current league that is available, which rotates on I think a monthly, well, I guess it changes. I read online where it changes every 3 months, 2 months, 1 month. It just really depends. I can't find information about when this Metamorphis League ends, so hopefully, like I said, I get enough time to make some progress. If not, I'll definitely be doing the next league, which will be totally different mechanics. Unfortunately, because I am not on this hardcore server, I won't get to show off the main mechanic. So hopefully, within a couple of days, I'll be able to get my progress back up, and when I do a video then, it'll be in the hardcore league. So you either see me showcase those mechanics, or you'll see me die. Either way, I guess it'll be entertaining. I'm just trying to go here, just trying to demo what this playstyle looks like. As you see, I'm just smashing things. I mean, no pets here. I like this a lot better, actually. I like being more engaged, so long as I'm focused, like I said. Let's just keep going here. Smashing stuff. And so, like I said, there seems to be a sticking point for me as a player, which is, you know, right around Act 3. I didn't even make it to Act 3 this time. And yeah, like I said, I got wrecked. Okay, so before I forget, I'm just kind of going to auto-killing mode here. So I'm going to press circle, and you're going to see that Valk move again. So here's my default non-Valk version, and here's my circle. So you can see there's a major difference there. I got a 360 AoE versus just a frontal cone AoE. And like I said, I like to throw that in when I get a good cluster of enemies, which you will have often. This game is all about fending yourself off from hordes of enemies. I mean, you're gonna be fighting dozens on the screen at any given time. It's very rare when you have like one-on-ones. Like this right here, that's a small pack. That's nothing. But like I said, they kind of come up in random. You just never know what you're gonna run into. And because the dungeons are pretty I guess RNG, so they're never gonna look the same twice, no matter how many times you play this game. Let's go here. There's nothing here for me. You never know what you're gonna face, essentially. So you really got to be on top of your toes, and that's why I like it. The difficulty is there. I know I can do this. I just know it's not gonna be easy as I thought. So again, I'm hoping me putting these videos up are gonna motivate me to stay disciplined. I'm the type of person, not just with gaming, but with my personal life, my work. I like to set myself with goals. I've learned that trick from working with other people that really taught me a lot. And one of the things I've learned is, you know, you gotta set yourself up a goal, even something as recreational as video game. You know, because if you give yourself a goal, and a meaningful goal, not only is it meaningful, but something that is obtainable. In my field, we call that result-based accountability. It can kind of guide you to make a slow, steady progress. So instead of me saying, "Oh, I want to beat all 10 chapters of this in hardcore," what I really mean to say is I want to, you know, beat my current best and get to the highest level, and then maybe my goal after that will be to push to complete all these chapters. So let's see here. I'm going the wrong way. And that type of mentality works really well for me. Any game I play, anything I do in life, you know, maybe you got gym goals, you know, you got health goals, financial goals, whatever it is, set yourself up for success, not failure. Keep yourself accountable, and you will always make progress. Okay, looks like I must have missed a spot here. I'm tracing the map. Yeah, looks like there's some stuff over here. Man, if this map is not as big as I assumed it was, I'll be a little bit more sad because again, I should have. I thought I was gonna cruise through here. I did not have any inclination of me having an issue here. Oh, see, you saw there, my health just dropped because I was stupid and standing in this fire thing here, and I was not paying attention. Oh, again, I don't know what the hell's going on there. So I'm glad I got to catch that, because that's what happens, you know, your health doesn't just drop slowly, it freaking drops. See, like, that's an issue, that's almost like a glitch, because you see I'm not standing in the fire because I'm at the stairs, but essentially the game registers the fire is there, so that kind of sucks. So unfortunately that is some of the downsides of a game like this. If you have connection issues, I mean, this game's been really good for me. I don't complain about lag. There's been a few times where I've had lag spikes. So my strategy here, by the way, is I want to wait for the fire to go away, and let's smash these things where the skeletons are coming out and get the hell out of here before the fire comes back. Oh, here's a Luger. I'm going to pull that, I'm assuming. Okay, I thought that was going to turn off. That's going to open up a door across from us, I believe. Oh gosh, so, and that's another thing too. I can't remember if my first video had demo things like this, but there are environmental traps that you have to look out for, which adds to the varied gameplay. See, again, I'm not even gonna come close to the stairs, even though it's not showing on fire, because apparently it is. I'm watching, I'm eyeballing my health a lot more now. Alright, let's smash this real quick. Let's get this next lever here. I'm not sure where the door is. I'm assuming it's going to be... Yep, I see up north there. So I'm just going to chill out here. Wait for this fire to go away. I'm not going to rush it. Since it eats up my health pretty well. Alright, let's go. I think it's safe now. And then come here. We're going to smash these guys up. Alright, we got a little in-game mechanic there, a little plaque. Let's look at the map. So essentially, there you have it. That was literally the whole map. Not big at all. This one should have been a breeze, but I wish I had my gameplay recorded as I was dying. I wonder if that fire was one of the reasons. I don't remember it being there, but I wouldn't be surprised. But again, it's just another video, a quick demo of my most recent progress. Third time's a charm, I guess. Like I said, I'll post some video up when I make progress with that. But that's all for now. GG.